we have offensive coordinator Chad Scott. Questions for Coach Scott?
Chad, just start with mood of the team, and I mean, start with your offense. Obviously disappointment, but what's the mood right now?
The guys disappointed, no doubt, rightfully so. But got to move on. The guys, the coaches, as coach staff, we took ownership of all the things that we needed to take ownership for. Those guys took ownership as well. And went out today and went over all the corrections that we needed to make, and guys understood it. And so we don't repeat those mistakes when we get the next opportunity.
When you approach a disappointing loss against a rival, is it you focus on your guys early in the week and then transition? Is that how you deal with it?
Moving forward,
You got to do and get them out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we got to put it behind us. I mean, it's very disappointing. You got to put it behind us. You got to move forward and get ready for the next opponent. But you got to. We focus on us and correct ourselves, correct our mistakes. Because ultimately, that's all that matters most is the guys understanding what we got to do to execute to the best of our ability per play for that particular play to have success and garner the kind of result that we need to be successful.
Usually it takes, they say, about 3 games to start to get a feel for what's been that you think that's better than it was back in camp, or what do you look at and say, well, we're not quite where we need to be?
Well, we got to, at this point right now, we run the ball really good. We need to be better passing the football. That's something I've said, repeatedly. And at this point right now, certain guys that, stick out and, that make plays with the ball in their hand. And we just got to find, more ways to get the ball in their hand. And so those guys could be special for us and make some plays.
With the wide receiver depth, is it difficult to try to balance it out and get the guys who get the ball in everybody's hands who you want?
That's a valid point. But what we gotta do is, the guys that are producing the most, and the guys, the guys that are the most consistent, doing their jobs with the ball in their hand and away from the football. Those are guys that we got to have on the field the most, because those are guys that we can count on to be trusted when it matters most. The guys that are consistently doing their job, and that's how I'm always talking about. It ain't about good or bad and how hard you play. It is about that, but it's more so about the production. And so we got to put the most productive guys on the football field at all times that's productive with the ball in the hand and away from the football field. And that'll kind of iron some of that out, because we got a lot of talent. And at this point, you can't play everybody. You got to get a lot of guys go out there and play and have a groove. And so, we'll make some, it'll be some playing time added and some taken away in that regard.
Last offensive series of 3 and out. Neil said he thought the first down run with CJ to the outside was there. What did you see out of that play when you watched it on film? Why did not that?
We didn't execute the blocks on the perimeter. Point out, we didn't execute the blocks on the perimeter block, and that's something that we've always put a premium on. Way back when, and we focused on that and we worked that a lot, and we did not execute the block on the perimeter. It was absolutely there. It was absolutely there. Yep, it was there. And we had to drive down in the because we were 3 for 4 in the red zone, and that was one of the biggest differences. There's a couple of differences, but that was one of them where we controlled it was in the red zone. We had 3 opportunities, and we didn't execute the block on the perimeter, and CJ had a phenomenal run play and got close, and then we called another run play where we didn't execute blocks on the perimeter again, and wasn't a touchdown. Then we had a unfortunate play where we threw the ball and we didn't come down with it, and it resulted into a field goal. So we really had 3 plays that were what we call 4-point plays. That's the difference between 7 points and 3 points, and we got 3. And we get down there, we got to score 7. So just lack of execution.
Where he was last year, where he was an improviser and a facilitator and kind of the maestro. How do you get that back?
I believe we will. I told the guys today, man, just because it hadn't happened yet, I mean, it's not going to happen, and it will happen. I think we will get him back to doing that. He gave us a chance in that game last week. He did a little bit of that last week. He actually did a lot of that last week, where he improvised a little bit and made some things happen, extended plays, and we just gotta finish it. he did do that. He gave us a chance to be in that game and to win that football game. We just got to finish it. Like on that, you know what I mean? We just finished it. That last drive, he had opportunity to help us finish it, but he'll get back to that. Fully confident that he can do that. He will do that.
What do you think it is that's holding him back from getting to that, or maybe not even just holding him back, but why we haven't seen that in Garrett Greene yet?
I don't know if it's anything that's holding him back. I don't know if it's anything that's holding him back. I can't even answer. I don't think it's anything holding him back. He just got to go let it loose. He just got to go. Don't overthink it. He told him today, don't flinch, don't think. You know, we try to do a phenomenal job as coaching staff, and you know, put onus on all those coaches and make sure we keep all the coaching clear and concise. So there's no thought process behind it, and those guys can go out there and don't flinch, don't think, and go play ball with him being the main one. Just go out there and go play ball. But I don't know if there's anything holding him back. He just gotta go. You know, right now he's so competitive with himself. He wants to be so perfect, so right all the time, and sometimes he's his own worst enemy and overthinking some things sometimes instead of just, you know, trusting himself and just letting it go. I would say that would be one thing. But you know, talk to him today about just don't flinch, don't think, go play ball, man. Everybody rallies around you, you make us better. The 11 guys and the other 10 guys in the field better when he's on it, and I kept reiterating that to him today. So just go out there and play ball. We got his back.
Do you think it's maybe about being the best version of Garrett and not maybe the best quote unquote quarterback, pocket passer, prototypical quarterback? Is it about that maybe?
I always like to say, you just want to be perfect all the time. Just overthinking it, you know. Just want to make, you know, everything ain't always be ideal. Not always going to be ideal, and not always going to be drawn up like you draw it up on the board, or even look the way you look on film. Just go out there and just trust your instincts, trust your coaching, and trust your ability. He's smart, and you know. Coach beyond the game, watches a lot of film, studies a lot of football. Just got to go play ball, and then the guys got to make plays around him. Now he hadn't played bad, and the guys and some of the guys, and we got to do a better job. We got to make some plays for him. I thought C.J. Donaldson made a heck of a play for him on the, you know, like in the red zone. The ball's behind him. He made a play for him. That was a phenomenal play, and you know, so guys, we got to continue to make plays for him too, and that'll help him out as well. You know, guys making plays for him.
From the Kansas defense.
Those guys, they play tough. They play sound. Sound, I mean sound. You know, they line up, you know, base. They don't do a lot. Guys know where they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to fit. An experienced group, very coachable. Don't make a lot of mistakes. You know, play like a defense that, you know, wants to allow you to snap the ball one time, force you to make a mistake because they're not. So we got to do a great job being disciplined, be on the same page.